everyone, welcome back to Drams for Dummies. I, of course, am the numero uno dummy. I almost slapped my microphone, my fancy new microphone. That's how stupid I am. Hopefully the new microphone is paying dividends. New dog, if you haven't watched the channel in a while, one, because I haven't been here in a while. That's probably one reason. Or two, just because you've never seen it before or it's been a long time. There's a dog in the house now, so you'll hear him click-clacking around, and hopefully he doesn't bark or whine, cause a scene while I'm recording, and we'll all be good. This is the Elijah Craig 15 year from this year, or one of them from this year. This is barrel 233, if that matters to you. If you've got an Elijah Craig spreadsheet or an Elijah Craig 15-year spreadsheet and you're comparing barrels, first of all, if that's you, by God, comment and like and subscribe and all that stuff, but like get down there and like tell me about, like, I want to hear about your Elijah Craig 15-year barrel spreadsheet. How many bottles do you have? How many bottles have you tried? How many barrels have you tried? And I want to know which one the best one is. And then let me know how 233 scored on your spreadsheet. So the Elijah Craig obviously got a little theme going in my night, and it's going to continue after this when I'm going to do a blind of the 90th anniversary, the 15-year, the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C923, and just for fun, because they're all the same mash bill, the Evan Williams Black that I love so much to put in my Coke every night. It better not win. Probably won't win. You can just tell by looking at it what the color is that it should not win. Psychologically, I should never let that win. But some things about this, the Elijah Craig, so Heaven Hill has their standard mash bill, 78% corn, 10% rye, so they have a low rye mash bill, and then 12% malted barley. Of course, it's 15 years old, or age stated at 15. They are single barrels, and it's 108 proof. What else do we need to know? $150 retail. You know, at this time, you know, there was a time in the world where I'd be like, you're never going to get it for that. But I think with the shift and the sanity kind of returning to the bourbon world, at least, while the rest of the world goes insane, the bourbon world, I think as a byproduct, people are like, they're losing their minds and there's real stuff going on. They're like, I'm not going to pay $400 for a $100 bottle of booze. And I have a whole couple of episodes that you should go back and find because they're amazing. Don't overpay for Buffalo Trace or anything else. And the whole idea is that the manufacturers know what they have. They price it appropriately. So if it's got a $150 suggested retail price, the idea of $10 per year of age, which with inflation we can start to probably ooch that up. But in this case, Heaven Hill is saying we have a 15-year product, $10 per year is $150. Sounds pretty fair. I don't, are they on shelves still? Probably. You're probably not seeing them on shelves. Although I'll walk into my store Bubbles a lot, and on the back side, the back of the counter where they have the good stuff, you're seeing Blantons, you're seeing Wellers, you're seeing Elijah Craig 50. You're seeing things, and you might come in, a couple times that week, and it's still there. It's not like it used to be where either you never saw it come out at all because it went into someone, VIP's hands, or it was gone in a day. Things are sitting now. All that to say, $150, probably about the right price. But let's taste it. Let's go through the whole process together and see if it's actually worth more than that. So is it worth a secondary price if there's a secondary price? Or is it worth less and you should just walk away from it? I don't know. All right. So let's see. Let's give it a little swirl and twirl. You swirl and twirl a la Matt Porter, ADHD whiskey. Shout out to the GOAT to get air into it, right? You just want to get it, kind of agitated, you want to get air into the juice, but also when you do that, you can see it's like kind of going up on the glass, and if you're real good, you can get it pretty good up there. I got it up here, so you can kind of see now what's happening is, look at those nice legs, those oily legs. I love that. But that also means that when you're nosing, you're not just nosing what's down in this bowl, you're getting a little bit on the sides, so you're getting kind of, in theory, all of the smells in the nose. A dummy like me, potentially a dummy like you, because you're watching this right now, we know we're not going to pull all the notes anyway. We don't know what it all means. It's just a good practice, so we do it. It's really, really, really nice on the nose. Again, you know, the Heaven Hill Mash Bill, I'm doing it back to back now, so I'm reminding myself of some things. It's not with that low rye, it's not going to be anything wacky and crazy. It's going to feel traditional, but it also has that sort of, like a creamy cherry. Like the other, I feel like the 90th had more of that medicinal cherry. It's like a creamy cherry, that kind of meringue, creamy, desserty kind of quality, but it's like a little citrus too. It's like it's got traditional notes, traditional caramel, traditional oak, traditional char, but then it's sort of, you know, kind of almost like a graham cracker too, like in there. I like that's a great pull off this one. But then it doesn't smell deep and rich. It smells middle of the road with that nice foundation, that nice traditional bourbon foundation, but a little bit more like desserty, fruity on top, but not what I would ever say is like a sweet and super bright nose, but it's got brightness, if that makes any sense. This is creamy. It's sweet, but still rich. You got a little bit of proofiness to it, even though it's only 100 and whatever I said, 8. It's got that char, but again, for 15 years, like you'd think it would have just a lot of oak, a lot of char, a lot of funk. This just is really, really nice. Everything this feels like it's been masterfully blended. Like there's no spikes in this, there's no nothing. It is a single barrel, but we know how that goes. You know, they can vary. This just feels like someone actually took lots of great barrels and like said, what's the perfect nose? How do we just make this nice and complete with no real spikes or edges on it? Just so good. That's just such a good nose. All right, I should score. I'm talking too much. It's what I do. I have these intentions all the time of being succinct. Just come in and let's just rip and roll. But it doesn't ever work out that way. That's a 9 nose. That's really good. All right, palate time. Again, first blush. I'll do a couple of tastes to get super scientific with you. It matches the nose. It's doing everything I just said about the nose just happened in the palate. No spikes, no funks, no twists, negative bad parts of it. Just nice. Not blowing your socks off with a crazy taste you never had before. Not a crazy proof point that's going to feel like you're taking a crazy ride. But just rich and nice with a nice little layer of sweetness on top. We'll do another one to see what's going on. Again, just in the comments, to your friends, to your partner next to you, like describe bourbon. What's bourbon taste like? What's the experience of bourbon smell and taste like? There it is. It's just really nice. It gets in the mouth, it coats immediately. It's just the oily, viscous awesomeness that we love. You feel it. It's enveloping and filling the mouth as it just sits in there and kind of rolls around. This part of my palate, this cheeks, jaw, whatever's here, starts to like tingle and fire, which is like, okay, well, it's bringing a reaction already, and I haven't even swallowed it. And you can already taste the rich and the caramels and the barrel char and the oak. And then you swallow it, and it just stays true through the back of the palate into the finish. We're not going to talk about the finish yet, but that's just really, really nice. What is it for a score? I said at the beginning, like, I'm not a big age guy, and I get nervous when things get older. And on the nose, initially, like none of that char and age and funk was kind of coming out. But as I keep kind of coming back to it and I keep drinking it, the oak presence, the age presence is getting more predominant. And again, for someone who loves that oaky age profile, like that's just tripping all your triggers, pushing all the buttons, tickling all your toes. Just made that up. But now I'm starting to, for me personally, I'm like, do I love it? Because it feels like it's the all of the age and oak and stuff starting to kind of shine through a little more. So I got to do one more drink. I don't know how many drinks you're going to see, but I've done many drinks. I still love the nose. I ain't dropping the nose score, but I'm not sure where I'm going with this palate yet. Okay. It's really hard to say it. It's hard to do it. I'm going 7. So 7 would be good. I feel like it's a good plus. That would be a 7.5. But I, for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to give it a 7. Even though I hate that for this. It's really nice, but it's traditional. It's not doing anything crazy. It's filling the mouth nice. It's coating the mouth. It's got a lot of nice flavor. But then I think a little bit of that oaky aginess is getting a little bit of that funk for me. That's just sort of making it, and that oaky agey in my palate will sometimes, in this case it's true, drink like a cheaper bourbon. Drink like a younger bourbon. Drink like a whatever, right? Drink like maybe Evan Williams Black. I think when you spend $150 and you've got something that's a special bottle, you really want that palate to not turn into something that you could almost compare to other things. So there's the 7. I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to say, hey, it's really nice. But on average, it's not average. And it's not pretty good. It's good. But I can't go to great. And I can't go to really great or super great, and I can't go to so it's a 7. So what's the finish doing? I think I already have this idea, but let me get it for you. That. This is an example of why all these channels are bullshit. I mean, because every single palate's different. Every moment's different. What's your life doing that day? What'd you eat that day? Are you having some acid reflux? Whatever. But then even like right there, like, I think I took a little bit bigger drink. That makes a difference. I rolled it around a little longer. I kind of spaced off. Started thinking about that Taco Bell. That puts more, I don't want to be gross, but it puts more saliva. It just puts more into the blend, right? And then all of a sudden everything felt smooth and nice. And that was really trippy because I thought I had a really good idea of the finish, and then that drink kind of screwed me up. So I got to do one more because I don't have much left. Okay, so the finish, it doesn't do a ton, which is a little surprising. It doesn't mess up anything. It runs for a good, nice while, which is good. So for a 15-year, if I had a 15-year bourbon and I spent $150 on it, I don't want that thing to disappear. I want to have as much experience as I can. This thing runs, you know you're drinking it. It's giving you the Kentucky hug right in your chest. You can feel it. It's warm. It's nice. This one, it doesn't change the game. The nose is its highlight, and then it's just solid, good, all the way through the end. And that's what it does. So it's a 7. So that is a 14. That is a 23. That is a 7.7 bottle. So if you're that person who loves Heaven Hill and you love older age statement, the price is right. It's right. Having said that, though, when I know, and you know probably, that you can find $30, $40, $50, $60 bottles that knock your socks off, why do we spend $150 for something that's just pretty darn good to pretty basic? And I think that Elijah Craig 15-year, at the end of the day, its nose is amazing, and then it becomes pretty basic. Do with that what you will. I won't tell you how to spend your money. I would say I wouldn't chase it. I would never spend over retail for this. If you see it for retail on a shelf and you're intrigued and you like Heaven Hill, freaking buy it if you can, and you can afford it and it makes you happy, buy it. You're not going to be disappointed that you bought it. But if you think you're going to, because this is what happens, right? We see it on the shelf or we see it on secondary and we go, oh God, that's a unicorn. That's special. I have the opportunity to buy it. I got to pull the trigger. It's not that special. It's good. Do with it what you will. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. If you were here, the 1, 2, 8 of you that were here, thanks for being a dummy with me in my dummy kitchen. And at the end of the day, if you're, just be the best person you can be. In this crazy screwed up world we're in right now, all you can do is just be a really good human being. Love and take care of everyone around you, regardless of who in the heck they are. No labels. If you're that person, I love you. You're welcome in my dummy kitchen any day of the week, especially if you drink good bourbon while you're an amazing person and treating the world with kindness. Thank you guys. Love you. Come back and see me next time. Or go watch the old ones, because I may not come back again. You never know. I'm a dummy in my kitchen. We don't know what's going to happen. Bye, everybody.